Welcome to Insert Title Here, the only podcast that likes to remind you that Rush Limbaugh's dead. That's your good news for the day. I'm Devon VO, and I do voiceover stuff and do stupid things like stream on Twitch where I got my counter to 6969 in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I don't know why I did that, but that's what I did. Here's my co-hosts who will introduce themselves now.
Hi, I'm Adam. I'm Technical Cake Mix. I make dumb videos like every 2 months because I don't know what the fuck is their consistent schedule.
I'm Satahara. Tell me what the fuck Surge did.
Okay, so we're just going to jump right into it. Surge Tankin.
So Surge Tankin, a System of a Down.
Let me just get it over with.
It'll hurt less coming from you because he loves you more.
He does love me more. I'm just going to read you the tweet, okay?
Please say NFTs, please say NFTs, please say NFTs, please say NFTs.
Surprise, everyone! I'm very excited to share this news with you. These merges of art, music, digital paintings, and animation came out better than my highest expectations. Thank you, Rolling Stone, for the premiere. More soon. Hashtag digital art, hashtag NFT, hashtag NFT artists.
He didn't rape somebody! Hell yeah! Surge Tankin didn't rape anybody, and that's the only fucking thing I care about! NFT? I didn't hear about that. There's no such thing as that. Devon,
did
you know where he lives? In the snow, oh Devon,
it's still,
go down the lane. Do you see your life's in the drain? Oh Devon, do you know him? Devon, do you know him?
2 minutes.
Devon, do you know where he lives and where he goes? Devon, do you know the Muffin Meadow lives on Drawing Line? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You know that great picture of him stood next to that graffiti that says capitalism cannot save the environment or something like that? Or like capitalism will destroy the earth?
Yeah. So here's his response to it. He said, I appreciate all of your concerns about the environment, as am I. That is why I partnered up with the company Curio, who practiced lazy mining, where each of their NFTs are equivalent to sending 17 emails. The company is also not just carbon neutral, but carbon negative. It's still
hey
an
guys.
NFT surge.
Hey guys. Hey, welcome to fucking bullshit crypto bullshit place, where unlike the other fucking crypto mining operations where each mining it costs the equivalent of a house, ours only costs the equivalent of 17 fucking emails. Not just one, not half of one, not less than that, 17 entire fucking emails. Ooh, yeah, we're totally carbon neutral. We're carbon negative, yeah. Oh, we absorb the carbon into our assholes and then fucking expel the fucking pure non-carbon air. Suck my dick. Continue.
No, that's it. That's the end of the tweet thread.
Damn. Yeah,
I saw
touch thing on Twitter earlier. I was going through my phone on my lunch break and went, "Oh, is there a new system of
no." I just quote tweeted it and went. I said, "Well, fuck. I guess steal this album and steal this discography.
Steal this album and now steal this monkey.
Steal this album. Steal this NFT.
No, it's right click.
Right click."
God, my favorite part about those kids who are like complaining about people right click saving them is like they clearly don't understand like the NFT. You're not actually buying that. You're buying the piece of the blockchain that image is saved to. You understand that, right? Like people are gonna right click save as because it doesn't have, it's not fucking whatever. You might also be able to buy the commercial rights and the resale rights that image if you wanted to. Like I must admit, I own the rights to the artwork done for Technical Game Mix because I do a buyout clause. But it's a bit different. I'm also not saving it to a blockchain because like that's kind of cringe, bro. But you know what isn't cringe?
Cranberry and pickle pie.
I like pie. I like pickles. I would not put those things together, though I must admit I would try a slice out of sheer curiosity.
To say curiosity gave the cat food poisoning.
I won't give you food poisoning. It would just make your tongue consider seppuku.
Oh, Mark went viral again.
Oh, great. What'd Mark do this time?
So the cranberry and pickle pie thing. Hey, we're talking about Mark on our podcast. Hi, Mark. I love you.
Hi, Mark. I love you.
You're
What
my
up, big
favorite of
poop?
my friends who aren't Devon. Fucking
Dude, I'm right fucking here.
Adam, you're included in the Devon friends. Okay, all right. Before I get into Mark's thing, I have to explain the hierarchy of who's a Devon and who's not a Devon. Everybody who's in my best friend circle and is in the fucking Discord server that we're in, who isn't the person that I'm putting my dick in, is a Devon. Every
Okay.
single one of you is a Devon. You qualify on that level. Like, obviously, you guys aren't the person Devon or, like, named Devon, but you qualify on the same, like, emotional level as him, right? So, like, you all have different titles and stuff, but you're all, like, up there, right? Everybody who's not Devon, like Mark,
This is
Mark's
very
my
confusing
favorite.
for me.
Mark's my favorite outside of the Devon category. Mark could be a Devon, but Mark chooses not to be a Devon, and I appreciate his desire to maintain his autonomy. Anyway, Mark Stone on Twitter, at oh hey Mark, fucking quote tweets the cranberry and pickle pie and says, "I've typed and deleted several tweets in response to this that made me just stop and put the phone down because I didn't like the person I became each time I looked at this tweet. Some truly ugly, vile, and uncalled for things in those drafts. Instead, I wish upon you peace." And that was fine.
You love to see it. You love to see it. I honestly like. Okay, I do not like. I don't like this time of year, for mostly capitalistic reasons. However, I do love this time of year because people like to share their god awful Thanksgiving meals and their Thanksgiving recipes and their terrible pictures of said food taken at terrible angles and terrible pictures. And absolutely get fucking dogpiled on Twitter. That is the funniest fucking shit, and I will never not laugh at that. Like, someone's gonna post like the driest turkey they've ever seen with like drowned in gravy and like some corn on the side, and it's just like, yo, this Thanksgiving spread is lit, and it's just like lit on fire, maybe because this looks terrible.
Dude, brine your fucking turkey. It's not that hard.
It's so funny. I'm sorry. It's
Brine your god. I must admit, I quite enjoy the holidays. I should say I enjoy the holidays. I hate what it does to people though. I think that's fair to say. I think that kind of goes for most people. I would say, I think most people enjoy like the whole togetherness aspect of it and spending time with people that matter. Well, okay, Xander, you're not people. We've been over this. Xander is like an ethereal being, for the record. He's like a tier above us humans. He's lording over us mere mortals, looking down on us, going, peasants.
If I can exist outside the concept of social interaction, especially around fucking obligate holiday gatherings, like fucking I will. Well, the pandemic was great for me.
I mean,
here's the thing with obligated family gatherings, you don't have to go to any of that shit. Like,
it also depends.
I have not. Okay, so I guess we're talking about why we hate Christmas this episode, or what the fuck ever, or whatever it does to people.
I actually don't hate Christmas. Is the funny thing. It just depends. I hate the people I used to spend Christmas around, but I think that's the thing.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the one time I took my wife to go spend Christmas with my family, who I don't talk to anymore, by the way. I just want to point that out there right now.
I love this story so much. I don't talk to my family Before anymore. Devon continues, when he told me this literally last week for the first time, I screamed. This is my favorite story of all time of Devon's entire life. Like, not even him meeting me, meeting his wife, getting married, none of that. This is my favorite story of Devon's right here. Not even the coyote story is as funny as this right here. Continue.
Okay, so I go take my wife to go visit my family for Christmas, okay? And where my family lives is kind of off of like a dirt road, middle of nowhere. There's not even any lights, like when you're driving there at night. Like, my wife thought I was taking her to the Spencer Mansion to kill her. Like, it's that out of the way. So we get to my family. We go to my family's place, and we all get there. And this is the first time that my wife has been to the house I grew up in. It's also the first time I think it's not the first time she's met my brother and sister, but it's the first time that she's met them for longer than like an hour or two.
Was this her first trip to the deep dark dimension?
Yes. This is her. No. This is like her second trip to the dark dimension.
Okay.
Her first trip was when we went to the lake and had a pretty. Whatever. Let me get back to the story.
They banged by a lake.
So we did not. So anyway,
they banged in it.
We did not bang in the lake. That's a disgusting lake. I would not do that. Anyway, let me finish what I was saying. So we're there. We're meeting with my family. We're talking to my parents, and then we're talking. And my brother's there, and my sister is also there. Now, anyone who knows me prior to 2018, I'm going to just say that, knows that I get along with my brother okay. I get along with my sister okay. But you get the three of us in the same room, and that's when the cage matches start.
I know why the cage bird sings. Devin's life.
Pretty much. So, like, we will start arguing or start fighting over the dumbest shit. Like, someone will say something that the other person did not like out of nowhere, and then someone will laugh about it, and then we'll just a huge fight breaks up for whatever fucking reason. So, my sister says something. I don't remember exactly what it was. But then my brother pops off and says that my sister drinks like a camel, and by that I mean like alcohol, right? My sister did not like hearing that, and she gets up and starts swinging at my brother, like straight up like punching my brother, and they're just going back and forth like swinging at each other. And my wife is sitting right next to my brother. Okay? Literally, my sister, okay, my wife's sister-in-law, you know, her new family that she will be marrying into, is literally punching her brother, you know, my wife's brother-in-law, my brother, right next to her. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like 2 days before Christmas, and you are literally embarrassing the shit out of me in front of my wife. You are literally beating up your brother right next to someone I want to introduce to this family. Are you fucking serious?
You ever consider how
I was so genuinely fucking embarrassed that I was like, look, I'm so sorry that happened. I don't know why she did that. I don't know what happened there. If you do not want to come back to this place for Christmas ever again, I wouldn't blame you. That's not why we don't go back to them for Christmas. That's a completely different reason. But yeah, that was just the most embarrassing moment I've ever had with my family. And I'm just not spending Christmas with them ever again. It's just not happening.
So I think the difference is that, like, unlike, I guess, you guys, I actually have people I want to be around during the holidays who, for the most part, don't do dumb shit like that. I mean, like, wife's family, like, the second I came over, they were just like, this one is ours now. We will treat him nicely. I got a handmade scarf the first Christmas I was here. It was great. They didn't even know me. First time I met half of them on Christmas Day. It was really nice.
I love my wife's family. I love spending time with them during the holidays, and I try to. Like, when I get a chance to, I will go down there and spend, like, you know, Thanksgiving or Christmas with them because I love them. You know, they're great people. But not my family. I'm never doing that again.
I relate. Oh God,
never
Liz.
again.
Liz has never done that with my family.
Lucky her.
Never will. Actually, I guess post divorce, like, probably catch up with my mum because I don't think she does anything like too crazy anymore.
Wait, post
like,
your divorce?
oh my God. Sorry?
Post you're getting divorced?
What? No, my parents are divorced.
Oh, okay. You meant they interacted after the... Okay. All right. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
you guys going to get divorced and then she's going to interact with
No. God, no. We're fine.
Who gets to keep Xander?
Yeah. Where do I go?
We're fine. We're fine. I
think the more pressing question is, like, who gets to keep... Like, where does my wife go?
Oh God, I get Devon. Liz gets Harley.
Oh God, that's a terrible trade-off. I'm sorry.
Who gets the cats? Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, like, no, completely understand that entirely. Like, oh my God, like, it was bad enough doing certain, like, family events with, like, going around and
Without getting too far into it, all of my holidays growing up, like, past a certain point, where wake up, dad's passed out drunk, mom's making food that is probably going to taste pretty good, but then dad's not going to wake up until after the food's over, and then mom's going to be upset that he slept the entire day because he was drunk the night before, and then they're going to get into a fight, and then mom's going to get drunk, and then they're going to get into a fight with me. And that was every holiday. So
I'm sorry,
that
man.
sucked.
I'm sorry, man.
And then after that, I work all the fucking time now, and I constantly deal with people, and I'm constantly tired and exhausted. And if it's a day that I don't have to go into work, I do not want to fucking spend it around people anymore. Like, I'm not a social person. I can be around my girlfriend, like, all the time. That's about it.
Well, maybe you two need to, like, make your own holiday traditions up. Like, you know, once you have relocated to the moon, you know, maybe Thanksgiving, you have a nice
Like,
quiet Thanksgiving, you get a turkey breast and brine that bitch for a couple of days, you know?
Like, me and Xander have a holiday tradition. See, on Christmas, he will say, Happy Christmas, Devon, to which I respond, Happy Christmas, Xander, because we're making fun of Harry Potter.
Well,
yes.
But our actual
Happy Christmas, Harry!
It used to straight up just be Happy Christmas, Harry, Happy Christmas, Ron, but then J.K. Rowling became a TERF. Or, not became a TERF.
Well, it didn't really become one, just
revealed
got outed
herself
as one.
a TERF.
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, now if we use the character's name, we're essentially, like, endorsing somebody who wants us to be wiped out, so... Yeah, I still do the Happy Christmas part, though.
Yeah, but then our actual tradition is on New Year's, we watch RoboCop.
Yep,
I am so crashing out this year. I am so crashing out this year.
Eve.
Oh, we're in three different
Absolutely.
time zones, so I'll be in 2022 first, and then followed by Devon, followed by Xander.
I say, who cares? Time zones are fake.
Yeah.
You know who invented time? God invented time. And but when God invented time in the Bible, in Genesis, in chapter 23:14 Genesis, where he's like, and Moses, I came up with LSD, and let me tell you, this shit was bitchin'. You should take fucking 400 micrograms if you want to see some serious shit. In fact, you can talk to me better that way if you do that first. That burning bush, motherfucker, that's not just a bush. That's marijuana, motherfucker. But anyway, when I invented time, time is the same for everywhere. That's why whenever you're across the world, Moses, you motherfucker, and it's sundown, then you'll fucking appreciate the Sabbath. Because on the other side, where it actually is the Sabbath, the sun is rising, motherfucker. But then, like, humans like, all right, well, we invented capitalism, so time zones, and he's like, capitalism, my one enemy, Lucifer, how dare you? And Lucifer's like, now it will make them obsessed with the free market forever, and they will never create paradise on fucking Earth. And God's like, how dare you? I will send down my only begotten son so that he may die for their sins. And then Jesus goes down, and he's like, oh, what's this? Vagina? Vagina's great. And then he gets laid, and then he never fucking actually dies for his sins. Jesus didn't actually die on the cross, by the way. Yeah, just want you to know. He still walks along.
Can you tell that Xander's Jewish?
He walks among us.
Can you tell that Xander's Jewish? There's a joke that you can only make among friends. Two friends who understand that it's a joke, by the way. Disclaimer, that is obviously a joke.
What the fuck were we talking about before the Jesus thing? I actually completely forgot.
We were talking about the holidays in general and like traditions.
Yeah.
And like I quite enjoyed the thing.
I was saying words and then it delved into the
Yes.
Jesus thing. What were the words before the Jesus thing?
Time zone.
Time zone.
Something about time zones.
Okay,
I can't
I remember the
remember.
whole thing now. Sorry, guys. I'm what we call very fucking stoned off of, depending on where you live, perfectly legal tobacco or legal cannabis. So, depending on where you live, it's one of those. So I may just lose my train of thought here and there because I still haven't cut back to the tolerance before I went to the moon. Anyway, yeah, time zones are bullshit. So we should just fucking pick a single fucking like time and be like, all right, this is the one.
All right, CCP. I thought they were in China. China has one time zone and it doesn't fucking work.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was thinking CCP. I was like, is that Christopher Robin's initials from Winnie the Pooh? And I was trying to figure out. I was like, wait, CCP. I was like, Christopher
No,
Cornelius
Christ.
P. But that's
The
not
communist-
a P. It's an R.
The Chinese Communist Party, dingus. You fucking knobhead.
Did you know Xi Jinping is a guy who exists, and that if he existed in an area that was near a certain host of an of It's the Horse podcast in an alternate universe, that certain host of the It's the Horse podcast may or may not take it upon themselves to liberate the People's Republic from the said peoples. This has been the Horse trivia.
If said podcast host also happened to be near a certain tennis star, I think they'd fucking believe her and point out that ultimate power ultimately corrupts instead of buying the state-run media, and potentially help that tennis star get out of the country before she drops a massive bombshell on Weibo. But again, it's still alternate universe theoreticals.
David Beckham.
Sure, we'll go David Beckham, the famous tennis player David Beckham.
Okay. So, all right. Actually, you know what? No, let's have this conversation. All right. So the tennis player David Beckham. Why is he so famous? Why does everybody like the famous tennis player David Beckham?
Not a tennis player.
Devin, if you don't fucking go along with this, I will travel all the way to Texas and smack you with my fucking dick. Why is the famous tennis player David Beckham so popular?
Because he's not a tennis player. What? No, what do you?
He's a badminton player, correct?
Oh, shit. Okay, real talk. What the fuck is badminton? Like, why does it exist?
It's basically like a more aggressive tennis, but the thing comes down slower.
Oh, okay.
Like if you really want to, it's kind of funny. Like, people are making fun of badminton being kind of a Ponzi sport, but you genuinely have to hit it way harder than you hit a tennis ball.
Okay.
You've seriously got to get some aggression out of it. So it's basically a rich way of getting aggression out in a very civilized manner.
All right, check
if
this
I'm
shit out.
completely honest with you.
Badminton. So, episode 20 of Insert Title Here podcast, we have ourselves a history lesson here. All right, badminton. Badminton, for those who at home don't know, and I barely know this, is a racket sport using rackets to hit a...
Yes.
Oh my fucking god, this is actually what it's called?
Yeah, it's got a shuttlecock.
Did you not know it's called a shuttlecock?
It's called a shuttlecock!
Oh my god, he just
uncultured
We called
American.
it a birdie! Okay, alright,
No,
alright, back up.
shuttlecock.
So, as a kid, when I would travel to Ohio and hang out with my grandparents on my dad's side, the Moguses and shit, they would always have badminton rackets and all this stuff, and we call it a birdie. They called the thing a birdie. It's called a shuttlecock?
Yeah, it always has been. Birdie is an Americanization because y'all are too pussy to say cock.
A shuttlecock, also called a bird, birdie, shuttle, or cock. It's just called a cock!
Oh my fucking god.
It's just
Bloody
called
Yanks.
a cock! Okay, a
anything
cock
nicer
is a
than
high
Yanks.
drag projectile used in the sport of
Yes.
badminton. It has an open conical shape formed by
Yes.
feathers or plastic. All of the cocks that I ever slapped around with as a kid were plastic cocks. We didn't have any feathered cocks. It was just plastic cocks.
Yeah, you have to get a real antique one to find feathers on it, honestly.
Embedded into a rounded cork or rubber base. The shuttlecocks, ours were always rubber as well, so it was a plastic cock with a rubber tip. The shuttlecock shape makes it extremely aerodynamically stable, just like my cock. Regardless of initial orientation, it will turn to fly cork first and remain in the cork first orientation. Where's the etymology? There's no etymology. Origins. The object resembles a hawk's lure, used from ancient times in the training of hunting birds. Wikipedia the show, by the way. It is frequently shortened to shuttle. No! Why would you just shorten the shuttle? It's you have to call it
I
cock.
think we all fucking know why it's been shortened to shuttle,
The shuttle part of
okay?
the name is derived from the back and forth motion during the game. Cool. Resembling the shuttle of a 14th century loom. Cool. While the cock part, the part I care about, while the cock part of the name is derived from the resemblance to that of a phallus. It looks like a dick. They call it a shuttlecock because it's a dick that flies back and forth. The sport of badminton is the sport of hitting a dick back and forth. And it was developed in British India. The British
Now that I'm
Indians.
thinking about it.
Oh my god, the British Indians developed the game as
Now that I'm
a
thinking about
derivative.
it,
Continue.
I was gonna say shuttlecock sounds like a great name for a hookup app where you drive people back and forth.
I'm just going to throw us out there, cock being flown back and forth. Sounds an awful lot like Xander on the strips of the moon.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking right. The game developed in British India from an earlier game of Battledore and Shuttlecock.
Yep.
European play came to be dominated by Denmark, but since Denmark isn't a real country and it became very popular in Asia, China eventually started dominating. Dope. Fuck Denmark.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like
China
China
dominates cocks.
China dominates the Olympics every single time.
China is the domination of cock. I love China now. I love China now. I want to dominate cock.
China kind of ran with it at the Olympics, that and ping pong, because it's kind of funny because ping pong was invented by the Brits.
Yeah, since 92, badminton has been a summer Olympic sport with 4 events. Men's singles, women's singles, men's doubles, men's quads.
I can't believe the world gets to watch men and women play with a cock during the Olympics. It's amazing.
Oh, sometimes they
Very
have mixed
progressive.
doubles. I wonder if they have mixed orgies,
So
or it's just like purely like homosexual orgies.
I mean, to be fair, have you seen the Olympic Village condom pile? That's not a joke, seriously.
Oh yeah, people at the
They
Olympics
fuck.
fuck.
They fuck.
Yeah, Olympians fuck, which
And,
I
like-
guess makes sense because Greece and everything.
Yeah, they
But, like,
grease up this
seriously,
pussy.
Like, damn. Like, I read a stat, like, during the London Olympics in 2012, they got through something ridiculous, like 50,000 condoms.
It doesn't shock me. They tried to make beds this year for the Olympians that they could not do any
Fake news. Fake news. I saw the video of the guy jumping on the bed. They claim these
Yeah.
cardboard beds were because they're
No.
anti-sex. Fake
I was
news.
gonna say that.
Fake
I
news.
was gonna say that. Let me finish. Let me fucking finish what I was gonna say.
Just like Kanye
Okay.
West said, I would let you finish Taylor Swift, but Beyonce had the best fucking shuttlecock of all time.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, no, I was saying they were trying to make beds that they couldn't do any excessive motion on, to which the Olympians said, I bet, and still fucked on the beds.
They could still
That
jump
would
on
have
the
been
bed,
what I
yeah.
was going to say had you let me finish.
So, speaking of finishing, before we move off of shuttlecock, badminton is frequently compared to tennis due to several qualities, and this is what I wanted to get to. The following is a list of manifest differences. That's a weird sentences. Scoring. In shuttlecock, a match is played best 2 of 3 games, and each game played up to 21 points. In tennis, a match is played best of 3 or 5 sets, each set consisting of 6 games, and each game ends with one player wins 4 points or wins 2 consecutive points at deuce points. What the fuck deuce points means? Don't answer that.
You know how tennis works?
Don't answer that. If both teams are tied at game point, they must play until one team achieves a 2-point advantage. However,
Correct.
at 29 all, whoever scores the golden point, will win. In tennis, if the score is tied 6-6 in a set, a tiebreaker will be played, which ends once a player reaches 7 points or when one player has a 2-point advantage. In tennis, the ball may bounce once before the point ends. In shuttlecock, the rally ends once the shuttlecock touches the floor. I didn't add the second shuttlecock. I just want everybody to know that. That's shuttlecock itself. In tennis, the serve is dominant to the extent that the server is expected to win most of their service games at advanced level and onwards. A break of service, where the server loses the game, is of major importance in a match. In shuttlecock, a server has far less an advantage and is unlikely to score an ace. In tennis,
Go ahead. No, go
in
ahead.
tennis, the server has 2 chances to hit a serve into a service box. In shuttlecock, the server is allowed only 1 attempt. There's 2 more points. A tennis court is approximately twice the length and width of a shuttlecock court, and tennis rackets are about 4 times as heavy as shuttlecock rackets.
Correct.
Okay, so with that knowledge, we all know that Serena Williams could spike a tennis ball through my brain and kill me instantly. That's not a question. No one's questioning that.
That's hard.
However, could she spike a shuttlecock through my brain?
No. Simple reason why I played a lot of badminton because it was like a really easy thing to have kids play when I was in school. Because the problem is when you hit the shuttlecock, like immediately so much momentum just goes out of it, and like it might go a bit faster, but like the momentum goes out of it almost instantly when it does the flip around when it goes to the correct orientation. So even if you get smacked in the head with it, like you're fine.
I got
It's not
smacked in the
bad.
head with the
Okay.
cock a lot.
I-
As a kid,
I'm
I
not
took so
touching
many
that.
cocks
I'm
to
not.
the face,
I'm not.
dude.
We're not touching that.
Bro,
Xander.
everybody knows we're talking about shuttlecock, okay? We're not talking about like fucking cock. We're talking about shuttlecock, but I'm calling it cock, okay? Because I gotta say cock.
I want to just do like out of context insert title here.
Bro.
And it's just Xander. I got hit in the face with a lot of
Bro,
cock as a kid.
As a kid, my dad would spike just numerous cocks into my face. Like, I would look up and there would be a cock right in my fucking face. My dad would not let me go a single vacation without just fucking numerous cocks just smacking me in the fucking face, dude. I took so many fucking cocks to the face. It's no wonder I don't have more brain damage than I have now. Dude, I took so many fucking cock. Like, I am the cock commander at this point.
That's a lot of cock.
That is a lot of cock. Holy shit, dude.
There's a lot
I played
of
too
cock.
much shuttlecock growing up.
So about the new Pokemon games, then.
I'm glad you brought that up because actually I wanted to talk about.
I
those.
don't.
So
You
like,
guys have fun.
okay,
They look pretty fun.
fine. Okay, so like, I have Brilliant Diamond because I had money set aside for it, and my mother-in-law sent us some cash, and I said, you know what? That's kind of covers our food stuff, and we have money left over. Okay, sure. Why not? I'm gonna pick up Brilliant Diamond. So Xander has walked away. So cool. Thanks. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I stayed here for your whole cock conversation, but you can't stand here while I talk about Pokemon for fucking a couple of minutes. Thanks, dude. Anyway.
This is the episode where we break up, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Good
Anyway. So, okay. There are things I like about the Diamond and Pearl remakes. There are also things I don't like about the Diamond and Pearl remakes. The main thing I like about it is I like a lot of the quality of life features, like getting rid of HMs. Great idea. It's like you needing to have like 2 separate HM whores to get through the game.
Yeah, Gen 4 was really bad for it. Like, rock climb was a fucking sin against God.
And defog. Rock climb and defog.
Cock climb?
It's terrible. Rock climb.
Cock climb?
Stop. Anyway, the fact that they got rid of those and now everything can be done with like the Pokéetch and having it as an app that you are allowed to skip things through. Great idea. That's a fantastic idea. HMs are stupid. They always have been. I don't like them. Okay, they were bad in the original games. They're bad now. So getting rid of them is a smart move. However, I do not like the implementation of the EXP share.
How is it the EXP all again?
It's EXP all, and you can't turn it off.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. It works in Sword and Shield because the game is built around that. So like your levels are consistent throughout the game with the gym leaders. And I actually had some times where I lost a couple of battles. Like I lost to Leon once, and then I lost to like one of the DLC guys. I lost to him. Like they're pretty tough. And that, to me, that's fine. Like the EXP share is built around that game. However, implementing that into Pokemon Pearl, while it makes the beginning of the game really, really easy, it makes the beginning of the game more streamlined. Like I'm not spending as much time grinding. It makes the middle point of the game super fucking easy. Like I'm rocking a level 40 team, and my rival's highest was like 37 when I just battled him, and that's me skipping trainers. Like I'm running past trainers trying not to battle them. Like I'm trying to keep my levels at least at around the same area as my opponent. But like the random trainers are sitting at like level 25 Pokemon, and I'm sitting there rocking like a level fucking 40 Scyther, you know? It's like, this is a little bit too easy for my liking. And they should have thought about that when they made the game. Like the EXP share as it is in that game is not built around that. Like it's a 1-for-1 for the most part, aside from the underground being completely different. And from what I've noticed, like, you know, things like they had to get rid of like the gambling corner, or the game corner.
Yeah,
you know, where
that was thanks Europe.
They got rid of that too. However, they did one upside to getting rid of that is now you could just buy the TMs, like for Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, stuff like that. You could just buy them for like $3,000, which is honestly cool. That's a good thing you can do, because now I can just buy Thunderbolt. I'm like, here you go. Here's the Ice Beam for you. Here's Flamethrower. You know, that made my life significantly easier.
Yeah, I believe you could in the originals, but I want to say it was a Battle Tower thing.
No, you had to. Well, I mean, it could have been a Battle Tower thing, but to get Thunderbolt, aside from, I guess, the Battle Tower, because again, I don't know too much about Diamond and Pearl outside of that, you had to grind for the coins. That was the only way to get it. So that sucked. So this is one of the upsides I do like, but like it's just everything is just a little weird. And of course, with new releases being new releases, there are a few glitches.
As always,
I've seen a few positional glitches where the engine that they're made the game on, people have completely changed the Y coordinate that they're on, and they go up higher than they should be, which is not correct. Like the game will glitch and think they're somewhere else. I had a glitch today where the camera zoomed in on my trainer, and then when it went back to the Pokemon doing the attack, all of the Pokemon were off the screen. They had all vanished.
I saw one earlier where I saw a bunch of themselves trapped in the ice gym around the snow boulders.
There's also a soft lock. If you have autosave enabled, and you turn off the game while you're in that area, I guess you'll get stuck there and you can't move. So that's something that they need to fix for sure. Hopefully they fix it as soon as possible, because that person probably had to reset their game.
Oof.
So that sucks.
Big oof.
But overall, I mean, do I like the remakes? Yeah. Am I a little bit biased towards them? I would say maybe, because Gen 4, again, I didn't grow up with Gen 4. The only bits of Gen 4 I played were Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So Diamond and Pearl do not hold a quote-unquote special place in my heart.
That's me, because I played so much Gen 4. It's not even funny.
Yeah. But I'm like, they're all right. They're not the worst, Pokemon games I've ever played.
As long as they're better than the Gen 3 remake, that's all I want.
I mean, I liked the Gen 3 remakes. I'm not going to get in an argument about that.
Again.
I enjoyed them for what they were. I like the Gen 3 remakes. So that's just me.
I think it's going to Heart Gold and Soul Silver as far as the remakes go, though, because that's always going to be the stick remakes are measured against.
Okay. They added a lot of shit to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of quality of life shit and a lot of fun shit.
Yeah, and also they probably had the best games to possibly remake out of the bunch.
Exactly. Like, there's no question Gold and Silver are some of the best Pokemon games ever made.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some issues, but yeah.
Very little issues. The only issues, again, and I've talked about this on the podcast with Gold and Silver, but I'll just go over it for brevity's sake. The biggest issue I have with the game was, of course, the level curve after you beat the last gym. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a massive level curve going into against Red. But aside from that, game's great. I don't know what Diamond and Pearl have added. Aside from the Grand Underground, which is a lot of fun. The Grand Underground is actually a blast. Being able to run to Pokemon that are on par with your levels, as well as rare Pokemon that you can change the appearances of depending on what kind of stones that you dig up, is a lot of fun too. Like, I made a wild Gligar appear because I wanted a Gligar.
Nice.
You can make. I had Scyther just randomly show up in the Grand Underground.
Can you get a wild Cummel to show up?
Hey, can you do me a big favor?
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Can you get a Cummel?
Can you get a Numel? Is that the Pokemon you're asking about?
No,
Nummel?
a Cummel. A Nummel.
The fire ground type
No,
Pokemon
a
from
Cummel.
Generation 3 called Nummel?
No, a Cummel. The cum splatter that has like the googly eyes and has the big smile on it. Cummel.
What the fuck are you
it's
talking
the
about?
best Gen
On a
4
serious
Pokemon.
note, on a serious note, did they add more fire types and just Ponyta to the game?
Yeah,
Good.
I'm rocking a Houndoom right now.
Good, because that was such a problem in Gen 4. That was such a problem in Gen 4 story mode with it was basically a pick Chimchar, or you have Ponyta, and fire types were kind of a thing because there was a lot of grass going into that game.
So on that note, the Grand Underground allows you to catch Pokemon that you normally wouldn't be able to catch, and some of them can have their egg moves.
Oh,
which
nice.
is really cool. It saves you the hassle of breeding for certain Pokemon.
I'm gonna breed you.
I am gonna break your fucking arms. So I got a Houndoom with Thunderfang.
Nice.
Which I was like, that's fucking cool. All right, let's go. And then like I got my friend Nick, he got a Krogunk with Bullet Punch.
Nice.
Which is that's really good. And I found a Scyther with False Swipe and Night Slash. I'm just like, bro, okay, let's fucking go. What is he doing?
Just ignore him and he'll go away.
I've tried to ignore him for 10 years.
But yeah, I'll probably pick it up at some point. I need to get a second Switch.
That
because
just
wife
reminded me of
wants
the
a second
topic I
Switch.
actually wanted to bring up. Thanks, Devin.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you want to get it, I would say if you want to wait for it to go on sale, that's valid. But if you want to pick it up and get 2 copies, one of Diamond, one of Pearl, I think it's kind of worth doing because Ali has Pearl and we're going through the underground together, which is also a lot of fun. Like if you dig next to somebody who's digging into a wall, you can see their hammer show up on your screen and help break some of the stuff on your wall without causing the wall to
It's
shatter.
like the original Gen 4 where you could do the underground together, like through wireless makes you, yeah.
Again, I didn't know that. I didn't get into it till well after people stopped doing the underground.
Yeah, so Gen 4, it wasn't online, it was just local multiplayer, but basically anyone in the underground would be local to each other and you could do stuff together. You could see people digging and pogging and shit. The way it worked wasn't quite that good. Like, you didn't find wild Pokemon like that, but if you had other people there, certain rare items would show up more frequently. So particularly once you beat the Elite Four and particularly like when more fossils showed up, it was a great way to get like Anoriths and other things. And one of the
I still got to do some fossil digging now I think about it, because you just reminded me, because I got to find another Cranidos one for my wife so we can trade fossils.
One of the great things as well when you do that is that's how you can get a lot of the rarest stuff to appear, particularly the Arceus plates, as well as the shards and the elementals
too.
The elemental stones. Yeah.
I found a Thunderstone and I found a Heart Scale, so that's the best stuff I found. But anyway,
you find some really cool stuff.
Before we go to the topic Xander wants to talk about, if I had to give it a number rating out of 10, I would say definitely so far, and I'm at the sixth gym badge, so I haven't completed it. So finishing the game, I'm gonna go ahead and give it like a 7 out of 10.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Xander, what did you want to talk about?
So it was episode 20. And what's half of 20?
10.
Yep. 10 is half of 20.
Okay.
So I'm loading up.
Where are you going with this, bud?
I'm loading up something on my end. Gmail's being stupid. Okay, there we go. So
what's this?
So this week is the anniversary of when me and Devon met. On the 25th, this Thursday. It'll be the day before this podcast comes out.
Thanksgiving.
Fucking, oh shit. Thanksgiving? Damn.
Yeah.
It wasn't Thanksgiving. Maybe it was the 29th.
Yeah, why do you think your office is closed on Thursday, bud?
Yeah. But fucking, we didn't meet on Thanksgiving. We met near it. But fucking the first time we met, it was like November, around this week or whatever, 10 fucking years ago, Kingdom Hearts 3D, fucking trailer just dropped, and I was watching it. He came into the morning class, and he was the afternoon, and I was the morning, and our stupid fucking college thing that went nowhere. And fucking, he just showed up one morning, just because, you know, had extra time or whatever. It's like, oh, is that Kingdom Hearts? I was like, yeah. Got into a whole discussion about that thing. Fucking told him about The World Ends With You and all this shit. And that fucking at the time, The World Ends With You's website had been updated with the countdown that ended up being the fucking iPhone remake that nobody gave a shit about. But at the time, we were like, ooh, sequel? And yeah, little did we know it at that point in time, because it wasn't entirely fruitful from that point. But about less than a month later, I would email Devon and fucking because our teacher fucking okay, so in our stupid class, we had this policy that you had to lock your computers, and if they didn't lock your computers, they would do this thing they called Hoff You, where it started out where they put a picture of David Hasselhoff as your background of like your fucking computer, and that's why it was called Hoffing. But eventually it evolved into other shit. And our teacher got a hold of fucking Devon's email account, his personal one, and sent out to the entirety of the mailing list that was our classroom an ode to Bieber about how much he loved Justin Bieber. And that's how I got Devon's email, because I forgot to ask for his email or any of that shit. And I was like, oh, I'll never see this guy again. And so I get his fucking email. I was like, cool. I email him this stupid shit about this thing I was working on that we never did because it was fucking stupid and sucked.
It was so fucking
cringy.
stupid.
We're not going to talk about what it was because, no. Fucking... but
I kind of want to know.
No, after the emails, we didn't talk a whole lot, and I was like, all right, maybe, whatever. Then come like fucking March, like late March, it's after his birthday because he's not like, it's my birthday. And Devon always goes, it's my birthday when it's around his birthday, so you know it's his birthday. If it's after his birthday, he stopped talking about his birthday. So I don't remember him talking about his birthday, so it was after his birthday. So it was like March 27th or some shit around my sister's birthday. And we go to this thing called Pixel Fest. And fucking, we're on this like field trip for that same class together. And that's when me and Devon actually become fucking friends.
Fest.
And fucking
Pixel Fest.
Me and him live tweet this whole thing, and we're shit posting the whole thing. He does this Mega Man pose on a Kinect motion capture thing for this demonstration. All this crazy shit happens. This dude that I was kind of friends with at the time shows me how cringy he actually is, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be friends with this dude. But luckily, fucking Devon was there to be my friend, because I remember thinking when I'm like, I'm never gonna probably be friends with this dude. And then we're on like the bus going there. And then fucking Devon turns around at me and goes, yo, what's up? I remember you from the email. What's up? I was like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts and shit. He was like, yeah, I'm listening to the Dissidia soundtrack. I was like, you're listening to the Dissidia soundtrack? He's like, yeah, I'm listening to the Dissidia soundtrack. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm listening to like fucking Bullet for Valentine or some dumb shit like that. And fucking, he's like, yeah,
What
cool.
year was this?
This is like, I think it's the year
2011.
God, even I was out of my bullet phase by that point.
Yeah, it's 2011. I'll still listen to fucking their second album here and there even now. Like, it's not like, you know, I'd have to be in a fucking bullet phase to want to listen to that second album. I like that one. But yeah, fucking we went on this trip, we shit posting, and I offhandedly mentioned I'm Jewish and shit. This is the thing Devon always remembers. Fucking we go to Pizza Hut and we get like, there's this meal deal box where you get like these 2 pizzas, breadsticks and cinnamon sticks and all that shit in this like box.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's get this. Me and Devon split money on it. And I'm like, yeah, pepperoni. And he's like, wait, aren't you Jewish? And I said, shut the fuck up. I looked at him in the face and I said, shut the fuck up. And I bit right into that fucking pizza. And it was the most delicious fucking Pizza Hut has ever been in my entire life. And then
that's one of my favorite early memories of our friendship. It's just like, it just kills me to no end, because like literally on the ride there, he tells me he's Jewish, right? I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I don't know if I have any Jewish friends or anything, or that, you know, that's pretty neat. And then but I know things about Judaism, you know, and the things you're not supposed to do. And then like I just see my man's with his meat and his dairy on the same fucking plate and the same fucking meal. I'm like,
sin.
Hey, wait a second, aren't you Jewish? He's like, shut the fuck up.
Dude, it's not just the meat and the dairy. Of course, Devon hit the more archaic one that most people don't know. You're not supposed to have the meat of the mother, or the milk of the mother and the meat of the calf in the same fucking meal. You're Jewish. It's pepperoni, it's ham. You're not even supposed to have fucking pork. Anything that has a cloven hoof and doesn't chew its own cud, you're not allowed to eat. It's not kosher.
Yeah.
So I'm like committing multiple fucking dietary fucking sins at this point. Well, who gives a fuck? It's delicious. Oh, fucking...
And of course, it would turn out that Devon himself was of Jewish descent, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah, well, we've come to find out almost 10 years later.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Yeah, oh
but we
my God.
didn't talk a whole lot after that. We became friends on... We followed each other on Twitter, because he's the one that convinced me to make a Twitter account specifically for the fucking, like... I didn't have a Twitter before him. And I made it for that stupid fucking Pixel Fest thing because it was hilarious. And that started my whole madness on the hell site that I currently inhabit as my only social media outlet. So I followed him on Twitter, and then we were friends on Facebook, and we talked here and there. But it wasn't until I came back from summer vacation, and he had graduated from that class, and I started my second year that in fucking August, early September. Yeah, August, September, October. Yeah, so in early September, late August, he finally borrowed The World Ends With You from me, and that's when we started hanging out every day after that. And then my great grandma died and all this other crazy shit. And then we were best friends pretty much ever since.
Yeah. And then I remember you never told me this, but like when you were getting over your addiction, I literally saved your life apparently. Like I pulled you out of your room and I was just like, let's get Taco Bell. You're like, okay. And then just like, come on. And then just like we went and got food.
Oh no, that one's not an
addiction.
That one wasn't addiction. That was just that was suicidal ideation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one was mental illness, but you know.
Yeah, which I still helped you out of that.
Because if you wouldn't,
my favorite.
Go ahead.
I say my favorite Devon memory is a lot more wholesome. The start of the pandemic, him and Ali were like trying to get married, and everything kind of went to shit, and they couldn't get their wedding done, and they were kind of a panic, and I was able to get hold of the Texas marriage board and be like, hey, what the hell's the deal? Can they get married or not? And I managed to get them a definitive in stone answer in legal writing saying, yeah, your marriage license is still valid, and go to a courthouse and get it done now. And so they managed to go get married.
Yeah. Yeah, because we literally we had gotten our marriage license right before the pandemic started.
Yeah. And you're like
And
right on the
then-
cusp, aren't you?
Literally, we were gonna go get married, and then boom,
I still have.
pandemic
I
happens.
actually fucking found the invitation the other day when I came home.
Yeah, mine's
still have it?
downstairs.
It's like
mine's
right,
downstairs,
it's literally
yeah.
sitting right over here. I was going through my shit and I was like, oh damn, I kept this.
I'm glad you did.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
nice.
You don't have to send me another one.
Yeah,
I already have it.
yeah.
just send us an addendum version, like instead of like a whole other one, just send us a little scrap of paper.
Yeah.
We can just stick like a little sticker. We can put over the
Yeah,
old date.
It's a sticky note that has an asterisk on it and then the date.
Yeah, or just stick it on the new one. We're like, there you go. From soft.
I should do that. That's dumb. But yeah, no, we've been really good friends for a long time, despite like all the ribbing that we give each other. I mean, we wouldn't be friends if we didn't give each other.
Mine's
shit,
not even
like,
ribbing
if
at
we're
this
being
point.
honest.
Mine's just fucking like psychological fucking just
is.
psychic damage
Straight up
committed
torture.
directly to his fucking soul. Like this motherfucker will be on a stream and I'll pop in and we'll be having a jovial fucking conversation for an hour, or we'll be recording a podcast, or we'll just even be talking in private or whatever, and he'll just be like having a good time and be like, yeah, Devin, you know what? I learned something today. And he's like, what? He always seriously engages with it. And he's always just like, what?
He
I'm
does.
Just like,
It's always the problem. Don't do that
and,
shit.
and I'm just like, and I come up with dumb, elaborate things every time. Like, let's say, for instance, that I discovered that Sir Tankian fucking started selling NFTs or some shit. Even though NFTs go against everything fucking Sir Tankian ever has decided to fucking give a shit about in his entire
I like
life.
he's bringing it back.
Fucking, and so Serge Tankian, one of like the chosen few people in my head who like could have done no wrong and who wouldn't have made these decisions, makes the decisions where he sacrifices the energy of only 17 emails in order to fucking mint this stupid shit and fucking like sell it on the blockchain. Not understanding that as that blockchain grows and as the user base grows and as every single fucking wallet that accesses that blockchain grows, it's gonna use more than 17 fucking emails. It's gonna be used more than that just to reference a goddamn transaction surge. He's not gonna understand that he's sucking the soul right out of the fucking planet. That he is literally fucking sucking the live stream out of this planet. And the live stream, I will have you know, fucking convenes with its chosen people. And I learned, Devin, the other day that one of the chosen people, one of the people who belongs to the fucking people who will lead us to the promised land was Jesus Christ himself. For he was a fucking Jew, just like me and you. Didn't know that.
Was this seriously an elaborate
Like,
Jesus was a Jew joke?
I'm fucking numb to it now because he's done it so many times. Him going like, "Did you know Jesus was a Jew?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm well aware that Jesus was a Jew."
I believe he was king of the Jews. If I was, to be
My
technical
favorite
about
thing is when his wife catches on midway when I'm doing one of the elaborate ones, and she catches on midway and she starts chuckling, but she tries not to chuckle because she's like,
Oh no, I got it. This time I got it the second you said chosen people because that's your favorite word to go into.
brother,
it
I
with.
thought you fucking.
And then you started with Ben Shabibo too.
I thought you fucking figured out this time because I said Devin always seriously engages with it, and I thought you would have immediately. You didn't get it until midway through?
No. I was just saying if you were to do this
Okay,
one.
all right, yeah, you would get it midway through because I would have said the chosen people or whatever. Okay, yeah.
Well, no, you literally started with Ben Shabibo.
I started with Serge Tankian.
that. He did.
No, but you went and you did the Ben Shabibo
Oh,
voice.
I did?
Yeah, at the beginning. Because you said, let's say, hypothetically.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
did I
no,
code
you
switch
did.
into Jew?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I accidentally code switched into Jew when I was doing the Jew bit. Oh my god, I just committed a grievous offense. Why is Ben Shapiro my stereotype? He doesn't even sound like the rest of us. Do I sound like Ben Shapibo? Shapibo.
I'm about to say, he's. I've heard of some bad Jews, like eating pork and stuff. And then there's this guy who's like one Sikh Heil away from an RNC convention.
Jesus Christ.
There you go. Adam brings it back down to earth.
Let's say I go to Forest Con 2014 or whatever the fuck. Let's say I go to Rainforest and I come in as a little diaper boy. I'm a little diaper fur and I come in. Let's say I have a diaper full of synthetic fake fecal matter. Let's say it's fake. Let's say that my diaper fur butt is full of fecal matter. And then let's say that when somebody comes up to me and says, "Sir, you cannot have the fecal matter in the rainforest," I tell them, "Sir, this is Rainforest 2014. This is before the fake fecal matter was banned." And they go, "Oh, thank you, sir. Have a great day." And I walk around fine, and nobody bothers me, and everyone has to go, and everybody has to accommodate my Ben Shabibo boy butthole. My Ben Shabibo boy butthole is basically boasting about how bussin' its bussy is. Ben Shapiro, I challenge you to a dance off. That's right, bitch. You didn't think I was gonna say dance off. I also unplugged myself on accident, so I couldn't hear anybody groaning at me if they did. That's right, Ben Shabiba boy. I challenge you to a dance off because you know what is the #1 stereotype about Jews that I just made up on the spot that isn't true at all? It's not noses. It's not money. It's that they can't dance, and it's not true at all because Devon can dance and he's Jewish. So
I can't dance. What are you talking about?
Devon. Okay, real talk. Devon never backs me up whenever I'm just shit talking. He caves immediately. I look at him. I give him the winky face. I give him that little fucking.
You didn't give me a winky face at all. You didn't give me a signal at all. You did not give me a fucking signal at all, dude. How was I supposed to know? I don't fucking read your I don't read your mind. I don't have your telepathic thoughts. We're so many fucking miles apart that like if you send me a telepathic thought, I wouldn't catch it. And normally I catch it. But no, you're sitting here like throwing me under the fucking bus. He's like, oh, Devon throws me under the bus. Like, bro, I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay, maybe sometimes I forget things. You know, maybe I'm just a little forgetful boy, and it just tends to happen sometimes. But you know, I also tend to forget that Jesus was a Jew.
I didn't know that.
I forget that sometimes, and that's why I interact, because I genuinely want to know the things that you might know because you're my friend, and that's why I interact and fall for it every time, because we're friends.
So look at my face then, and interact with this, Devon. I looked over at you, and you know my face. Normally, my left side slouches because there's either something up with my left side, or I don't know. You know one side of my face slouches, and I got the weird eye and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But when I look at you, and I put in the conscious effort to get both of them up like this, and this little smirk, where my mouth is so close to my nose, it almost becomes my nose. That's my signal, Devon. You have been able to get that signal for decades now, for a decade now, but you have this thing where you go, it's funnier to say no, fuck you, and watch him flail about. And it is funnier. But I'm tired of doing the heavy lifting, Devon. I need you to, whatever the fuck stupid thing I was throwing you before, pretend that you just caught it. I don't even remember. Remind me what it was.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I absolutely can dance. Like I'm actually shitposting. I know how to dance.
You motherfucker. I'm gonna beat you within an inch of your life, and then I'm gonna beat you some fucking more. That's a goddamn train outside my house again. Every single fucking time I open my goddamn mouth on this episode of Insert Title here, episode 20, the goddamn Big 2-0 celebrating me and Devon being friends 10 years for 10 more years, plus 20, plus 24, plus 80, plus 88. Plus Jack Nicholson hunting a boar with the spear. Every single time I talk, that fucking train goes, I have a page worth of sticky notes that I'm gonna have to fucking go and edit this train out of. Train, I want a divorce!
You know, I was gonna throw out
run a train with the train?
Fuck's sake, Devon.
And I ran the train with the train. And I came real hard.
Good fucking God. For those who are wondering how the hell these friendships of ours work, it's called TLA. Tender, loving, abuse. The key word is the middle one, loving. At the end of the day, there's still a line. There's still lines you don't cross. But generally speaking, if you can give it, you must also be able to take it.
Honestly,
Case in point, Xander will get wound up later by Devon hardcore. I can promise you that.
honestly, when you said there's a line, I expected you to go, and Xander, in his fucking unholy piece of shit, fucking goddamn cunty brain, decided to just fucking breathe out the fucking curse that is Flock of Seagulls, and crossed the very line that I had drawn. I have one line, Mr. Alexander Mogus, and that is, do not bring up the curse that is the flock of seagulls around me.
Wow. Wait, Adam, you hate Flock of Seagulls?
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Actually, my pet peeve.
Are you trying to deflect my question though?
No,
Like
I genuinely have no idea what he's on about. My pet peeve in life, by the way, is unflushed toilets. Like if I go to the bathroom, particularly like a public bathroom or say a shared work one, and somebody, particularly at the grocery store I work at, hasn't flushed it, I'm yelling after you. I'll be like, "Hey asshole! I ain't your mother flush."
What about upper decker toilets?
Never have I encountered that, at least not in person. I've heard about it happening at parties I was at, but I was not involved and I'd left by the time that had happened.
Every party you've ever been to that had an upper decker happen was me.
That would be impressive considering the parties I went to were in 4,000 miles from me.
Yeah.
And across a pretty big ocean.
You don't know what Flock of Seagulls is?
No.
You don't know that? Wait, are you legit? You don't know the band of Flock of Seagulls?
I legit do not know the band Flock of Seagulls. Am I missing it?
Wow.
Am I missing an in-joke here?
No, it's like we're not shit posting right now. It's just we're genuinely curious. Like you've never heard the song "I
Yeah, the one
Ran"?
I just sang.
Oh, I ran. I know that song.
Okay, that's a Flock of Seagulls, and the joke is that
I didn't know that like that was the band name. I know that song because I've heard it. Like,
but the band themselves, like their hair is fucking atrocious.
Like that from the 80s.
Was atrocious. We have seen kids that came after.
Oh good God, you got
my generation. My generation had worse hair than Flock of Seagulls. I will fucking fully admit that.
They're from Liverpool too.
Well, yeah, it's the north of England. Have you not heard the phrase "It's grim up north"?
No.
It's grim up north.
Okay.
Look, the only thing the north of England has going for it is football clubs. That's it.
Football or football?
That is it.
You know, now that I think about it, it doesn't shock me that he doesn't know them because, like, if you haven't,
have you watched Wedding Singer?
The only song of theirs I know. Yeah, I've watched Wedding Singer.
Not in like probably 10, 15 years.
You know,
I don't really like Adam Sandler movies.
You know when he's buying the fucking plane ticket to get on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude's hair. That's Flock of Seagulls. And so the dude asked him, he goes, "Hey, do you like Flock of Seagulls?" And then fucking Adam Sandler goes, "No, but I can tell you do."
Yeah. But like, so to explain taste in England, basically you have the South, like the Isle of Wight's all right.
You have done.
It goes to like Cornwall, and you get up south, you get past Southampton, there's some taste still there. And then you get to like the south. As soon as you hit like the West Country, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. By the time we get up north, again, the only thing you're going for you are like, you know, football clubs. Yeah. And then after that, it's Scotland, and Scotland's a whole fucking mess. Before you guys go, "Oh, we've got taste." What the fuck is Iron Brew? Don't come at me. I've got taste. I'm pretty sure that stuff is so luminous, you could illuminate the goddamn halls of the night on it.
The xenophobia of Adamson does not reflect the views and opinions of Alexander Mogus, Devon Vio, insert title here, or the It's the Horse organization.
It's grim up north. It's grim up north.
So essentially, once you get past South Northshire, it's like fucking like it's all bad from there.
Yeah, well, okay, it's not bad. It's just, the gag kind of comes because the West Country is like the deep South here to kind of give you like a cultural equivalent. Only it's significantly more left-leaning because it's a lot more unionized. So the north of England has kind of been on a downturn since World War II, if I'm honest with you, when industry started going overseas. And then Thatcherism came along and it's kind of just ruined it for everybody. So, like what happened to Wales, particularly during the Thatcher years, was absolutely abhorrent. So when I say it's grim up north, I'm joking that like there's no taste there, but the reality is that the people are still up there. They haven't gone down south. Basically, kind of stuck with not much.
So the north is your south.
Basically, yeah.
So who is the equivalent of Outcast in England?
Wait,
like the band or like
hey,
okay, yeah, the band. Okay,
band, they're a hip hop group.
Probably.
Whatever group, Outcasts.
Andre 3000.
I don't know.
You know,
like, where are they from in the States?
Georgia.
That song, and that song, he actually, okay, so that's Andre 3000, right? Okay, he actually recorded himself playing all of the instruments like on screen, like he's every band member, but he did the chorus parts, like he recorded himself multiple times singing those parts. Small trivia I know about that song.
I hate that song.
He's his own chorus. I love that.
I hate that song so much.
You hate.
I was tortured with it so much. Like when I was like, it's so funny. I thought for the longest time I hated rap music because when I was growing up, the rap music that was popular was shit like 50 Cent, and I was never really into the whole R&B thing. And Outkast just played so damn much it drove me nuts.
Pause real quick. I just have to ask Devon a very important question about Outkast.
Okay.
What's the other guy's name?
The other guy's name from
I will accept his nickname. You don't need to tell me his legal name.
Trying to think.
Are you Wikipediaing it right now? 'Cause it looks like you're looking that up.
I'm not Wikipediaing it. Big Boy?
It was Big Boy, but I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna choose to trust you. For those at home, that's Antoine Patton's. Antoine Patton. God, I cannot. Okay, can we talk about how I can't speak today? How many times have I had to go?
No, I really can't.
But yeah, on my rap thing, I thought I hated rap music until I was like 17, 18. Then I was hanging out with a couple of people and they were playing NWA, NWA's album Straight Outta Compton. I was like, what is this? And they're like, it's NWA. And I'm like, I like this. And I'm like, I thought I didn't like rap music. And then that led me down the Ice Cube path.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm just going to spit it out now. I know it's very problematic by today's standards, but No Vaseline is a fucking banger. And I must admit, sometimes I've had a bad day. It's, hey, insert platform I don't want to say, so I'll set mine off. Play No Vaseline, and I will scream it.
Bro.
Replacing N-word with neighbor, of course. But if it's a bad day, it'll be No Vaseline in the kitchen.
Bro, what you experienced is East versus West. You didn't like 50 Cent shit, East Coast hip hop, New York shit. But you liked NWA, Ice Cube, West Coast shit.
Snoop Dogg, a Biggie, Tupac.
Particularly, I like West Coast stuff more than East Coast stuff.
Particularly me and Liz will play. Yeah. Oh well, Biggie. Me and Liz will play Biggie.
Biggie
transcends cooking.
though. Biggie does transcend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why Biggie and Pac had the beef, because it was East versus West. It was like the that shit.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong about that, I'm editing this whole segment out.
I mean, I can just Google it. We can just Google it because there's Tupac, West Coast, Ice-T, West Coast, Ice Cube, West Coast,
Snoop, West Coast, Dre,
I'm West Coast now. Bro, I went from like Southern electronic music to West Coast hip hop. What the fuck?
I mean, West Coast and EDM kind of makes a thing, so I guess you're not really that far off. You're just kind of EDM minus the cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, Xander, of course, Dre is West Coast. Fucking Compton.
Let's say it was part of NWA.
Yeah, straight out of Compton.
Was it him, Eazy-E, Ice Cube?
We are the
what's the other
whitest
guy's
guys
name?
on the planet. We should not be talking about.
Okay,
We can talk about this. We can talk about this because it's an
defense-
important album, because it was literally like the album that made white people realize that rap music was like a thing for everybody.
Yeah.
Like Straight Outta Compton.
No, I know.
Historically, like culturally speaking, that is one of the most important albums of probably the last century.
One of my favorite fucking albums of all time, To Pimp a Butterfly, is exclusively about the black experience and all that shit. And like, I have not lived that experience, obviously. You know, I'm not listening to the album as like, yeah, I know what this is like kind of thing. Because fucking I'm a Jewish white fuck that like gets away with everything as long as I don't be like, yeah, I'm Jewish. I'm treated like every other dumb white kid out there. Like fucking whatever. But it's like, it doesn't matter. The music itself is fucking amazing. The lyricism is amazing. The meanings behind it, the story it tells, and all that shit. Hip hop is fucking amazing. I used to be a stupid fucking cringe lord growing up, and like was like, I listen to everything except country and rap because fucking that's what every dumb fucking kid told me to fucking say growing up. Not my parents, in their defense, for all the stupid shit they did. They listened to like everything. and were pretty like, why are you dumb, whenever I was being dumb. But I was a dumb kid, and it took me a while. But dude, metal and hip-hop are the exact same fucking thing. They're the exact same fucking genre. And every stupid fucking white kid out there who's like, I love metal, but I hate fucking, like, insert hip-hop artist here, is fucking stupid. They're the same genre. They're expressing the same emotions. It's the same sort of artistic fucking, like, thing. And I don't mean that as, like, a... like they sound exactly the same. Obviously they have fucking sonic differences and shit like that. And I don't even mean like fucking like, oh, Slipknot is like hip hop and metal, because yeah, obviously new metal fucking sounds like hip hop. But the reason hip hop shit with Slipknot's metal worked as well as it did is because they are essentially the same thing. They're two independent expressions and like and extensions of jazz, because they both have roots in jazz, but one went one way and the other went the other way. They both, at this point in like current history, focus on extreme sounds, complex like fucking syncopated rhythms and shit like that, fucking like deep emotional fucking like lyrics and shit like that, and all this other crazy shit. And the only reason why one side versus the other happens is because we're fucking literally been told to fucking think that shit. It's fucking stupid. If you like metal and you think you don't like hip hop, go fucking listen to fucking Good Kid, Mad City by fucking Kendrick Lamar. Listen to that entire fucking album and tell me that you fucking still don't like hip hop. Sorry. I've been meaning to get that one out for a while.
No, it's cool.
I was also just going to add to that, saying I think the reason why also like those albums like can have done so well as they have, culturally speaking, is that none of us here are black. Like all three of us are painfully not black. However, the fact they are able to communicate that experience, even to somebody as white as me, who is quite literally European.
Yeah, lived in an actual...
like, that's
lived in a different country.
You have to say that actually the power of those albums.
He lived entirely in a different country that didn't have the same sort of, like, systemic issues that we do. And, like, there's racism in fucking Great Britain and all that.
Oh, yeah,
like,
we have systemic issues, but it's a whole other kettle of fish.
It's a different fucking type of racism. It's a different type of redlining. It's a different type of shit that we did here. Here, we did some crazy shit. And fucking, like, the most important thing that I think white people can get out of, like, hip-hop and stuff that exclusively talks about the black experience is understanding that the economic policies that have been enacted to fucking put them under also hurt you. White supremacy hurts white people, too. And if you fucking uphold those values, you're hurting yourself. Come on, man.
Also, as far as UK rap goes, I just want to put it out there, Westwood is a twat.
I don't know who that is.
He's a twat. He's a twat.
If I'm gonna be completely honest, then, because like no bullshitting, then for me, okay, so where I grew up, it's same shitty state and everything that Xander was in. It was almost always country that people were listening to. It wasn't until I got introduced to R&B, because my dad, as much as I can't tolerate the man anymore,
taste in music always baffled me.
Yeah, my dad's taste in music was crazy. Like, my first MP3 player was stuff that he gave me, and, like, I had fucking, like, Your Disease by Saliva, but I also had fucking, like, R&B stuff by, like, Boys to Men. And I'm just like, this is weird.
Like, that's definitely a mixtape right there.
Yeah, and, like, I also had stuff by, like, Prince, and I also had stuff by Aerosmith. So I'm just like, I have music taste from all over. However, the only country I like to listen to is stuff before like the 80s, when it was still like, well, I guess before the 2000s, before it became so painfully patriotic and was more
pre 9/11.
Pre 9/11 country is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, country music that like actively says the government really fucking blows and there's a lot wrong with this country. And the people who live in it is really good. And that stuff I like, not stuff about, oh, we're from the South and everything's great here. I love beer in America. Like, no, fuck that shit. I hate that.
Oh, the same
God while I go to church, gonna fuck
you ever
my
had that, by the way?
wife while I'm in a lurch.
Yeah, basically.
You ever hear that YouTube video, by the way, where they take like 5 country songs and point out they're the exact same song and mix them together, and you can't tell what starts and what ends? It's so funny.
Send that to me so I can watch
I'll
that.
find it at some point.
I used to listen to Diamond Rio when I was younger. Like, I love Diamond Rio. I also listened to like Jimmy Buffett, and who else I listened to when I was younger?
Is Jimmy Buffett the cheeseburger in paradise guy?
Yeah.
Cheeseburger in paradise. Cheeseburger in paradise.
Well, Johnny Cash is a bit different as well, because Johnny Cash was straight up like, fuck the man, which is kind of funny that country music is now the music of the man, because Johnny Cash was just like, fuck you, fuck yourself, fuck your mother, fuck your father, fuck your dog, fuck your cat, fuck your kids, fuck you, fuck off, get the fuck out of my face.
Right, but I want to get back. Well, Xander, say what you want to say, and then I want to get back on track while I was trying to get
real talk. Fucking, if I could go back in time and hug one person, it's Johnny Cash.
Oh hell yeah! But anyway, where I wanted to go with what I was saying was I wasn't exposed to the rap side of rhythm and blues and stuff like that, like in that sort of area, until much later on. Like, I had a friend who had Eminem CDs, and I would listen to them on the bus when we were on the way to school. So like I listened to a little bit of Eminem, and that's about the most rap I had in my system. I didn't have anything from like
That's a pretty common experience.
But I didn't have anything from any of the artists that you guys spoke of earlier, and it wasn't until very recently, I want to say as in like the last couple of years, that I've gotten much more into rap. Like, the door for rap opened for me when I started listening to Childish Gambino, who I love, by the way. I love his flow, I love his music. And then I started listening to that, and because our friend Josh, me and Xander's friend Josh, got me to listen to it. And then Xander started giving me more recommendations. And then like when we were playing GTA together, you can pick playlists that you want, on certain radios. And when you're in the clubhouse, it'll, you can just have it set to play a rap, thing. And then when I started listening to more Kendrick Lamar, I was just like, I really like this, actually. Like, I really love like Kendrick. Like, this is really good. So I just started listening to hip hop and rap playlists on Spotify, and I kind of got drug into it, and like I really get it. I really enjoy it. And there are some albums I will admit, I definitely need to listen to. There's a lot of stuff pre-2000s that I should give a solid listen to. And I'd love to sometime. I think it's just I need to sit down and do it.
I have to be the guy. I'm sorry. All right, every fucking hip hop head at home who might possibly ever listen to this episode, I'm sorry. I'm about to do it. Check out Nas's Illmatic.
Nas's Illmatic.
Illmatic is the landmark 1994 hip hop album by Nas, and it's not personally one of my favorites, but it is one of the most culturally important hip hop albums to ever be produced.
Isn't that the guy in Play Me?
In what?
By Korn? Play Me?
I have no idea. I don't listen to Korn.
I guess that was just a me thing? Am I crazy?
I stopped listening to Korn after Greatest Hits Volume 1. I don't think there was a Volume 2.
There was. They do one every 10 years. They did the first 10 years was Volume 1, then the second 10, the 20th it was Volume 2. Makes
sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, they do one every 10 years, which makes sense.
So I don't know that song.
I mean, like it's not like
But yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to pretend like that I've been listening to hip hop all my life. I have not. My introductions to hip hop were essentially fucking embarrassingly Eminem and fucking Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. Yes, that I fully admit that in high school that's where I fucking came at it into. But then fucking Josh, the same Josh that Devon mentioned, showed me Tech 9, and that changed the whole
Tech
fucking
9.
game for me. He showed me straight out the gate featuring
Fucking
Serge
Tech
Tankian,
9.
who's now sells fucking NFTs, the goddamn piece of shit.
We brought it back.
I was like, wow, this is awesome. And so I literally bought the entire fucking Something Else album, and I listened to it all the time, and that started everything. And then I moved out here, and my roommate, who I met when I was homeless, we were both homeless at the time, fucking like introduced me to MF Doom. And MF Doom is the motherfucker. MF Doom is the guy. MF Doom is probably the GOAT, like the greatest of all fucking time ever. Like,
all caps, baby.
like all caps, spell his motherfucking name. MF Doom, motherfucker. Like that. Jesus fucking Christ. There is not a single fucking rapper alive or dead, like that motherfucker. He's gone, unfortunately. Rest in
be
fucking
honest.
peace, that motherfucker. But fucking...
I'll be honest, even with my limited, very, very limited knowledge of rap culture and anything like that, even I fucking know who MF
That
Doom
was
is.
the day fucking he put on beef rap and we got high to that shit, and it was the first time I listened to it was the day my fucking life changed, dude. Fucking my roommate is why everything fucking changed. Because then from there I was like, well, this shit's good. Let me check out this other shit. So then I was listening back to fucking the Tech Nine album, and I heard Kendrick on fucking that feature. It was on Fragile, and I was like, all right, let me check out Kendrick. And then the first album I listened to fucking by Kendrick was fucking To Pimp a Butterfly. Like immediately, the greatest fucking album of all time, pretty much. Immediately. And it just broke me. It was just fucking the best I've ever heard. And then now it was hip hop all the way now. Fucking.
See, I think for me, after that NWA exposure, it was I immediately, like, because I was like, okay, I need to check some stuff out. So the first thing I went and did was I went and found a copy of Death Certificate by Ice Cube.
Nice.
And anybody who knows anything about hip hop will tell you that is what one would consider a very let's just say it doesn't pull any punches. That is a very angry album, and it spoke to me on a lot of different levels.
The only Ice Cube song I ever think about that always comes to my head is still "Good Day" because it's just a vibe for me.
Oh, that's a good stuff. No, check out Their Certificate, because we're talking like fresh out of like NWA, still pissed off, Easy Still Alive, Ice Cube, and like by the time he gets to No Vaseline, like he's already fucking knocked everything down, dropped 6 diss tracks, and gone, all right, fuck all you motherfuckers, and finally, here's No Vaseline, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
oh,
I think if you're entirely new to hip hop and you don't know any of the shit that we've ever talked about, I think like my 4 like recommended albums I would say to get into it are definitely Food by MF Doom. That's like the premier fucking like just listen to this album even if you don't like fucking hip hop, just album. Good Kid, Mad City. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is better than Good Kid, Mad City, but Good Kid, Mad City has a better vibe and flow to it, and the story's more interesting, and I feel like it'll suck you in, and if you're into that, then you'll be ready for To Pimp a Butterfly. That's by Kendrick Lamar. I would personally recommend something else by Tech Nine just because it has a huge variety of styles and features and all that, and if there's a person on there you like, you can explore them more. And then either Padded Room or Escape Route by Joe Budden, because Escape Route starts with a fucking sample of Lux Eterna from fucking Requiem for a Dream to a fucking slapping fucking New York style hip hop beat. And that just is one of the most fucking hype-inducing songs that I've ever heard. But I think overall, Padded Room is better lyrically. Joe Budden is also a fucking, like... Joe Budden's underrated. He's now a podcast guy, but Jesus Christ, fucking dude is one of the greatest rappers, too.
Speaking of Tech Nine, because I really love Tech Nine, actually, because after I got introduced to Straight Up the Gate, I started listening to more of his stuff. I love Am I a Psycho? I like that one. And then Dysfunctional, I like that one too, and Bitch, breaking into colored houses,
featuring T-Pain.
Yeah, I love that one too. But then can we also talk about how weird it is well, actually not even weird, but it's just like, because this is just Tech Nine. He did a fucking song with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Thank you. If you weren't gonna fucking segue into that, I was going to. Fucking yes. Okay, I will fully fucking admit that The Rock's verse on there isn't good, you know, like but it's better than I thought The Rock was going to deliver, and it's on beat. You can tell it's not one fucking take, like he says. That's bullshit.
Has he gotten better at singing since Moana? That's my main question.
He did pretty good. It's a lot better than I expected it to. Have you not heard it?
Okay. No, I didn't listen to it. I've heard his verse specifically,
Work hard, play hard.
And that's all I've heard.
We got drive, we got power. It sucks so bad. I'm sorry.
It's about drive. It's about power.
I'm sorry. His verse is not good, but for The Rock, it's good, and it works in the song.
Okay.
The rest of the song though is amazing. Fucking Joey Cool, I think his name is. Fucking just has an amazing fucking verse, dude, and just like the cinematography in the music video is actually really fucking cool too. It has a lot of cool camera tricks and effects. And
oh shit, you know, another good Tech Nine song I just thought about that I liked, Worldwide Choppers. I like that one too.
Good one.
That's a good one. Okay. But man, we went on this huge tangent about fucking music in general, which I'm glad because we don't really talk about music a lot.
Yeah, so we also talk about rap because like you and I could go on about like the best metal albums of like for the next 3 fucking years. But I think I'm just gonna kind of throw a couple of rap albums to check out for people who are new to it because again I found a lot of the older stuff I really like.
I already did mine, so you might as well.
Just gonna throw out there. I already mentioned Ice Cube, Death Certificate because I mean, damn, that thing goes that's fucking hardcore. I like the angry shit. I'm sorry. Life After Death by Notorious B.I.G. of course, and fucking what's the album called? The last Tupac album. Fuck. I should know this. Fuck.
Like the last one he was alive for, or the last one that just came out?
Yeah. The last one he was alive for. All Eyes on Me. No, wait. Was it All Eyes on Me? Was it All Eyes on Me or was it Me Against the World?
Let me just look this one up. I don't want to sound stupid. I thought it was Machiavelli 7-Day Theory, but it could be...
Well, that technically didn't really... That was just weird. But yeah, no...
yeah, I think it's All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, All Eyes on Me, like...
yeah, so, alright, the ones that...
When Life Goes On and Can't See Me and Holler at Me. Yeah,
as far as ones that released while he was alive, All Eyes on Me. What he made before he died, Machiavelli 7-Day Theory, was the last one he actually did the full thing for. Because then after that, his mom controls it, and I'm not going to say shit about that because I don't necessarily personally agree with the monetization of it, but at the same time, that's his mom, and a lot of his songs are about how much he just wanted to provide for his mom, so he probably just wanted that, so...
Yeah, he probably wanted to release it, just to keep it going.
I'm glad his mom's eating good. Yeah, she did good.
Yeah. Those are the three I'd recommend, and I'm aware of the irony of recommending both a Biggie and a Tupac album next to each other, but check them. Just check them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through my playlist because I have on my daily mix. I've been getting a lot more rap music lately, and a lot of old stuff too. But I really love, and I don't know why I love this song so much, but it's definitely DMX is one of my favorites.
R.I.P.
Yeah, God, I forgot he passed away. But yeah, I love Where the Hood At. I love that song.
It's so homophobic though. It's so homophobic.
I know it is, but it's just like, bro,
not even a little bit.
I love the flow for it, man. It's just
that
God. and it's just, I don't know, I like it. And then is it okay to like Jay-Z?
Why would it not be okay to like Jay-Z? Okay.
Okay,
So
I'm just
Jay-Z
curious.
pisses me off on some of his songs or whatever, but like 444 is actually like one of the fucking most, like, it's amazing. Like, and that's recent shit. He still releases good shit. Like, and that's not even to say his old classic shit, which is classic shit for a reason. Like, he's got classic shit and his new shit's still good. You can like Jay-Z.
Yeah. Like, okay, because like I like Hard Knock Life. The ghetto anthem. I think that's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs.
I prefer his wife's music.
Also like,
I prefer his wife's music.
I don't want to talk about Beyonce.
Like the only
people hate me.
I'm gonna talk about one album in particular, and that's Lemonade. And like, straight guy admitting he likes Beyonce. Fuck it, listen to Lemonade, particularly like the anger in that, and like the actual driven like fuck you from the bottom of my heart, and that it's so good. Again, I like the angry stuff.
Yeah. No, I know, and I like, I don't know, I like the, I don't know, there's stuff I like to vibe to. I really like Outkast, if I'm being honest. I've just noticed a lot of the songs in my playlist are Outkast, because I've got like So Fresh, So
there's
Clean.
A reason you want to move
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
There's a reason you want to move to Georgia, and I feel like it's Outkast.
It's not Outkast, I promise.
So Devin's gonna move to Georgia, and he's become like the most slappinest trap rapper of all time.
Dude, say that last song name again.
Now you say it. I fucking do like trap rap. I just like, God, fucking something about the speed. I don't know what it is about fast rap, but I fucking love it, man. It's just something about the speed in fast rap just gets to me.
Dude, say that last song name again.
Which last one?
Of the Outkast, last song name you said?
I was just going through the songs I was seeing in my playlist, like So Fresh, So Clean, Miss Jackson.
I am for real. Sorry.
I still love the.
It's a
I
habit.
love the joke post. I love the joke post. It's like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for eels. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am for fish, and I'm not a guy. Like, I don't know why. It just cracks me up every time I think of that song. I think of that stupid fucking post, and it kills me.
I don't mind that song that much, honestly. Like most Outcast, I'm fine with. It's just I was like when I think when did Hey Ya come out? 2004. It was just
2004.
every goddamn radio station, and like every advert back home. Hey, I'm like, oh my god,
Shit,
shut up!
I have to edit myself out
a lot of people are the same
I was
reaction to that
slapping
Happy
my
song.
fucking hands to the goddamn Hey Ya beat while you were singing it. Fuck.
That's fine. It's a lot of people have the same
It's
reaction to that
good,
Happy song
though.
by Pharrell, like because like it was so
Oh, I
overplayed.
hate that song.
Even though the song's about being fucking depressed, like
Another one I like that I can't exactly say. I'm not even gonna say it because it's just like,
well, blank one of the words out if you need to.
who was in Paris, Adam?
Ah, yes.
Who was in Paris? Like that's I'm just gonna leave it at
To
that.
be fair, that's a good one. I'm not a big fan of Kanye, but Kanye and Jay-Z
Yeah.
in Paris having a good time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's like another one I really like. I just I feel weird, but like, bro.
It's a banger.
And then for some reason, the one that always gets stuck in my head though, that I can never get out of my head, and this is because we played GTA 5, is fucking Collard Greens by Schoolboy Q. Every time I think
Oh
about
my
that
God.
song, it just fucking
Devin
plays
has
in
a
my head.
Schoolboy
Just,
Q
will not
song
stop.
stuck in his head.
Dude, it's just always Collard Greens. It's just always
You know what? Maybe
there.
there's hope for the world. Yeah.
It's just because I have a Schoolboy Q song
Yeah.
stuck in my head. It's specifically, like I said, it's just Collard Greens. That's the only Schoolboy Q
Speaking of-
song I know, or I'm aware of
Speaking
that
of
I know.
fucking songs that get stuck in my head because of goddamn GTA. Woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Fucking Kush Coma too.
Kush
That one.
Coma.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
you're
one.
in Kush Coma.
Kush Coma. I'm gonna auto-tune that part.
Oh my god!
Weird. The one that gets
Please
stuck.
do.
The one that gets stuck in my head is in a rap song from GTA. It's on the Hipster station. If I'm Vinewood Boulevard, it's that cocaine. I think it's Fiddler Cocaine. Cocaine on the river. Cocaine. I don't know why. It's just so funny listening to that, particularly if you're playing single player as Trevor, because it fits so well with his fucking
It
antics.
does.
Like it just.
Yeah, that's another thing I love about GTA is that like I played a lot of 5.
Yeah.
And in my childhood I played some of Vice City and some of
played
San
some
Andreas.
Yep.
But I can fully admit that a lot of the music in those games kind of got me interested in listening to other music. Like,
Oh hell yeah! Particularly San Andreas.
and that's like and that's like a big deal. Like when you think about it, it's like those games, for all the gripe that people have with those games and all the violence that's in those games, I completely understand how people had issues with those games back in the day. But there is no denying that those games, while they did have a big cultural impact on our society, fucking like, I mean, let's be real. How many fucking copies has GTA 5 sold alone? Like, let's be fucking
100
real.
billion
It's one of the-
copies.
I think it's the
Probably.
third best-selling game of all time now. I think it's behind
Exactly.
Tetris and
It's
Minecraft.
the most profitable
But
game.
Yeah, but the music in those games that they got, like a lot of people play those games for the music, for the vibe, you know.
I'd say because of
And-
GTA San Andreas, I went to Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. See, there you go. Like that's what got you to Rage Against the Machine. And the problem with the remasters is like they didn't get a lot of licenses back for a lot of the songs. So a lot of songs that people really liked are
Yeah, that's the
missing.
problem. That's the problem with GTA.
And that
Classic.
sucks.
That's
man.
the
Well,
problem.
no,
with
there's
them.
more. There's more
These
problems.
Dude,
These
than
motherfuckers
just
call this shit
that.
definitive edition and doesn't even have fucking all of the shit it came with originally.
Xander, you missed me. So San Andreas is on Game Pass, and I downloaded it, and I was streaming it to Devon, my wife, and his wife, and oh boy, oh no! Like
Honestly,
the game. I say this by no joke. I had to stop playing after about 10 minutes because the roads legitimately were like fizzing, and I mean like the entire road, just the texture of the road was like wibbling and fizzing like a carbonated beverage, and it was making me physically nauseous playing it for more than a few minutes. And the frame rate was so inconsistent. I was like, I had to like.
I try not to do this.
I can't do this.
I try my best not to do this shit. I really fucking try my best not to do this shit, but I have to this time. I fucking told you so. Not you two specifically, but everybody who was like, it's gonna be fine.
I didn't pay a damn cent for
The moment the trailer came out, I said, this looks wrong. And everybody was like, it's the art style. It's supposed to emulate the... Yeah, I get it's supposed to emulate the whatever. Why the fuck is the fucking goddamn stupid shit smoothed out to the point you can't... No! That's not an art style!
No, Xander, you're completely right. You're completely right, because there was an Xbox 360 version of San Andreas which did something similar about 7-8 years ago now.
It's the worst.
Where they basically... But it looks fine, and it looks fine. You can argue it looks better or worse than the original version.
Sorry.
It looks fine.
To clarify.
But it's a...
To clarify, I mean the later re-release of San Andreas on Xbox.
Oh, yeah,
that was just... That was the iPhone version.
Yeah.
That was just ported to consoles with the iPhone controls. That's what this is based off of.
Did he freeze? He froze.
There he goes.
Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because like the old 360 one was just a straight... I think they literally retextured it and just gave it achievements and off you go, bye-bye. And it was fine. It was fine because it was just GTA San Andreas retextured and off you go in 1080p. Bye. You know, it worked.
Here's the thing. I have physical copies of GTA. Well, I don't have them. They're my wife's copies. Let me
I have
she
one
gets on me for
PS2
saying that. Like, I have this.
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine.
Basically. But, like, we have physical copies of San Andreas and I think GTA 3. And I actually, you know, I just want to double check. I'm going to step away. You two talk about GTA stuff.
Yeah, no, I have an Xbox copy of GTA San Andreas, which does work on my Xbox One, which is phenomenal because you pop it in, and what it does, it'll update and play the 360 version with the new textures. But it's the same fucking game.
I love how you just try to
pronounce
San
Vice City on
Andreas
PS2 around
like
here.
he did after hearing him pronounce it this way.
Yeah, is that technically correct? Is it San Andreas or is it like San Andreas?
My favorite thing about GTA 3, and this is my favorite, this should annoy me as a kid, is that one of the radio stations is literally just the Matrix soundtrack.
Devon comes back with video games. Okay, sorry. There.
I need to get GTA 2 on Dreamcast.
It's San Andreas.
Yep, PS2 version.
And Vice City. PS2
Vice City's my favorite.
Which, I'll be honest. Okay. I think my earliest memory with Vice City is definitely when I was a kid and I went over to my cousin's house. My dad would not let me play GTA. He would not let me play it. But my cousins had GTA, and when I went over to visit them before their house burned down, they had Vice City. And my earliest memory was playing the character in Vice City. I got a samurai sword and started chopping up people, like literally outside the footsteps of like some very important building.
Yeah.
And that's the earliest memory of GTA I have. So,
goddamn, like, Florida.
That game is literally Florida, man. The game. Holy shit. I did not realize until you just said that.
Easy joke.
So, like, speaking of Florida, man, and shit, tell me I'm not right here. Okay. Vice City is the last GTA game where, until Trevor comes around in 5, it actually feels fucking good to go around and mass murder people in the streets. Because fucking Tommy Vercetti is a piece of shit through and through, is not humanized whatsoever, and it's perfectly fine. But CJ in San Andreas, he's only in that situation because that's the life he was born into, and it's the first time the game makes you give a shit about the fucking main character, and it just that's when it starts to feel wrong to just go fucking shoot everybody up. And then Nico, that's when you just like
Nico.
That's when it's like I can't.
You do bad things with Nico. You feel awful.
Because you're just like Nico wouldn't do this.
Okay. I have never finished GTA 4.
It's a good.
I know it's one of Xander's favorite games.
It's a good story.
I
really fucking
have it
long.
on PS3, and I really want to go back and play it because, like, I know it's a big deal. You know, I know it's one of Xander's favorite games, and it's just like one of those games. Like, I feel like I should have played by now. You know, it's really weird.
It's weird going back and playing it after 5 because the control scheme, particularly it's not quite as tight as it should be. But storyline wise, it's
I recommend, if anything, PC modified the driving so it's not shit. And then,
I think someone literally lifted the GTA 5
version of 4.
Yeah, I think someone literally lifted the driving controls out of 5 and dropped them in the PC version of 4 at one point as a mod, which I just thoroughly recommend doing that.
Okay, if I can get a PC version of 4, I will, because I really don't want to hook up my PS3 and go through all that shit. Because I'll be honest, I only use my PS3 to play PS1 games.
But they put it on sale on Steam like for peanuts pretty goddamn frequently. Like they used to do a thing where you could get GTA 4, Vice City, San Andreas 3, and a bunch of other ones for like $5.
If you want to legally get
that
it,
would
you better
include
get
The
it
Lost
while
and the
you fucking
Damned.
can, because knowing them, they'll fucking shell out a remaster to a fucking out of fucking house company that'll fucking milk it out in fucking 2 weeks.
Don't tempt fate, Xander.
Don't speak it to existence.
So say it.
Xander, look. Xander, on the fact that I've lost a little bit of weight because I quit soda, do not speak its name. Do not curse it because you'll jinx it and
There's
me.
no such thing as a jinx. GTA 4 remastered, everybody. Produced by Panic Button.
Okay, here's the thing.
No, wait, Panic Button's a good company, right?
A GTA...
Panic Button's a good
never
one,
mind.
yeah.
Sorry. Unslander.
If a GTA remaster does happen, okay, if a GTA 4 remaster does happen, I know it won't happen, but like I genuinely hope that Rockstar learns their lesson from this.
They won't.
Absolute shit heap of a remaster and like puts out something good.
I just would like to point out.
Look at their history of PC ports alone.
I just would like to point out, everybody at home, that it is always morally correct to come on Rockstar's source code on the internet. I hope you.
And on that
know
note,
what I actually mean.
Before we close though, speaking of remasters though, because I want to go back to something we talked about earlier with the Pokemon remasters. I know that you don't want to talk about it because you don't care, but like, okay.
Is there Stankians in the Pokemon remasters?
No. In the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remasters, the company that did the remasters, ILCA, or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. Apparently, they made the battle tower super fucking hard.
Oh, good. I like hard Pokemon.
And when I say super fucking hard, I mean like there is a Ambipom that will literally like fuck your shit. It was made to kill Garchomp. Like,
probably intentionally because they knew exactly what you'd be fucking doing.
Yeah, like apparently the way that the IV spread is on this Ambipom, it does fake out, and it's made to where it will fake out, then dual chop your Garchomp and kill it in one turn.
Okay, so basically you need to have a pretty solid strategy going into that. I'm thinking already in my head how to do that. Fun fact, Adam used to be quite good at competitive Pokemon. He went to regionals for VGC back in the day, and I have the shiny Molothic to prove it. Fun fact. So
Did you replace?
Nah, I did some local stuff and did all right, but VGC. Once you get to that point, like, you know, I mean, I wasn't that serious about it. Like, my whole gimmick was agility gross, and again, gimmick, and then, you know, well, after decent strategy is just it's not gonna do in the long run, and then, you know, I didn't really care enough about it to keep up with it. And then Street Fighter 4 kind of happened in my life, and the rest is kind of history on that one. But like, like, you know, there's always people who are going to come up with really bizarre shit that works. Like, thinking back to those times, like, I think my basic strategy was Tyranitar, let it do its thing, and then switch to Agility Gross, and then just fuck around and find out, because I've got the Sand Stream going, I'm not taking damage from part steel here. I can Agility at least once, I've got the Burn Orb rocking and rolling, so I got my attack boosted. Oh, my Special Defense is boosted because of the Sandstorm, and then it's just a simple sweep from there.
Yeah.
And then it's question mark, profit for the other four, as far as I'm concerned.
That's how it goes. But that's all I have to say when it comes to remasters and stuff like that. I just really want, if they're going to remaster something, please, there are good remasters, and then there are shit remasters. And unfortunately, it seems like we're getting more shit remasters than anything else.
Well, remember the period we had when people just did HD versions of games, and it was just the same PS2 game in 1080p or whatever, like this made it widescreen, it was like they changed nothing. Looking right at you, Hitman HD Collection.
Yeah. It's just kind of wild that when fucking Vice City came out, I remember me and my dad were listening to fucking System of a Down shit. Now Vice City's come out again, but instead of being able to listen to new System of a Down shit, the only thing I can do is buy a goddamn fucking Search Tankian NFT. Fucking dumbass piece of shit. Fucking, I like the environment, I'm gonna destroy it. Fucking NFT bitch. God, NFT? More like...
No fucking thing.
That's a terrible joke. Everybody said that joke. End the podcast! No! It's a bad joke! Subscribe!
If I'm still listening to this, and I'm still recording, by the way, I'm going to be streaming on Friday, so come Kai. Okay. Now I'm stopping. Bye!
NFT, more like, not funny time.
I'm into NFTs. Big Chungus.